to us more.
So back into it, which goes back into it. A lot of people who are in business start feeling this moment of confusion because there's a lack of vision.
Mm-hmm.
So what causes a lack of vision? In my opinion, I think when you are doing something and you experience this feeling, you might be doing something because you caught on a trend. You might be doing something because you're just doing it to make a quick buck. And personally reflecting on that, I've gone through some periods where I've started projects because I was desperate for money. I wanted to make a quick flip. I wanted to catch on a trend, which was hot. It was people are balling. I'm seeing all these Shopify gurus get on like this, trend of selling certain products online, and I get on it. And I'm trying to build a business out of it, but then nothing is really coming into fruition because I lack an end vision. So that is one thing I think a lot of people who are building a business, who are feeling this shift in, they're feeling this energy of, hey, I'm not really succeeding, I'm not really winning. It's because of a lack of vision. A lot of people go into things because there's no vision in what they're seeing. They're not really seeing what could come out of it. They just want to say, hey, let me start this store, let me start this product, and let me go. And that's how you experience failure in the beginning, because there's not a defined process. There's not a defined end goal of where you want to go. So that's part one of why the mindset part of it is so important, because you don't have a vision. So where do you feel like people can actually start defining their vision? Like, how do you think, what do you think people can do to really define a vision for any product that they have? I also want to get in on this as well too, but I want to hear from you, vision, especially when starting in business. It could be anything. Do you think people should just start a product just because I want to make a quick flip? Do you think with anything you do, you should always have a vision in it, like an end goal? Where do you see this? Because it's a reason for a lot of failures and a lot of people who would get stuck in the, as I call it, as I mentioned, the trough of sorrows.
One thing I think is, how are you making money?
Mm-hmm.
How are you monetizing the platform? As entrepreneurs, we have to keep that in check. A lot of us just want to do things because we think it'll help people. But at the end of the day, for your business, cash is air.
Cash is air.
Cash is air for the business.
Yeah.
Without the cash, it stops.
It's breathing. It's dormant.
Yeah, it's keeping it a buck. But so how can you align your mission with money? So you can be a conscious capitalist, like Charlemagne says. Shout out to Charlemagne, and continue to grow a business. Just to be keeping it real and very honest. Whether it be serving more people through volume, through more referrals, whether you do something for free so you get more referrals and so there'll be a longer LTV. Speaking of which, did you see what Dwight has started to do?
Subscriptions.
Shout out to Dwight and his subscriptions, man. Dwight, if you're listening, we got to get you on the podcast.
Miami Fades. Shout out to Miami Fades.
Most definitely. So having a vision for the different revenue streams for the business and how that serves people in its own unique way.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, Monique Adlet was on Undercover Billionaire, and she had a juice company. And a lot of people think that when it comes to juice companies, all right, I make juice, I sell juice to you. Mm-hmm. So I go either door to door, person to person to store, and sell juice. Well, she thought of a different strategy, which was using ice cream trucks to reinvent the modality of ice cream trucks to give juices locally to people. So she would wait outside of gyms, people where a lot of healthy people are going, and give them juice there. So it's kind of having a vision.
Innovative. It's an innovative way of thinking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's thinking about how she's, having a specific mission, and two, how she's monetizing that mission, which I think is genius. So yeah, that's my answer, man.